Radio, New York, International.
R&I.
I don't believe in the Boogieman. That will change.
You think he's gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone.
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
He's been waiting to entertain you.
Here on your radio.
Curtains going up on
Dave the Boogieman.
Now let's go.
11L R&I.
Hey, good evening, folks. This is 11L Radio New York International. I'm Dave. I'm your Boogieman. We've got a special show tonight. Yeah, something special. Not the same old shit. It's a special show. How special, you might ask? Well, I'm saying it's very special. This is the preview radio show for International Pop Overthrow Festival, Arlington, Texas, 2021. That's right, IPO is back. David Bash finally said, let's do it. And Alan Petchy and the fine folks at Spider Pop said, yeah, you're welcome to do it in Arlington, Texas. So the IPO Festival will be there from Wednesday, September 15th through Saturday, September 18th at the Black Box at 215 East Front Street in Arlington, Texas. So check it out, folks. Come on down and enjoy the music. Check out the show. And what we're going to do tonight is spend the entire evening, or as much as we can, talking with artists who will be performing at the International Pop Overthrow Festival and listening to their music. On tap to call in tonight is David Bash, Alan Petchy, Lanny Flowers, Danny Wilkerson, Wade Johnson, John Stevens, Jim Richey from the Pozers, and we're just going to spin some music. So don't you go away, don't you dare. This is going to be a fun show tonight because we're going to Arlington, Texas. Well, I am, and I'll be on that early flight Tuesday morning. So let's get going. You know, Arlington, Texas is right next to Fort Worth, so let's do it.
Time to get up, get out of bed. Fill your cup and get ahead with Radio Fort Worth. KFJZ.
Music that needs to be heard. This is 11L Radio New York International. I'm Dave the Boogieman, and we're doing the International Pop Overthrow show from Arlington. And if you want more information, it's International Pop Overthrow. Music that needs to be heard. Hey, we've got one more interview, and then Aaron's Power Popaholic comes on, and then I can fill with some other stuff. And thank you for listening. If you want more information about Radio New York International, here's the information right now. It's www, the big W, as Jimmy Durante used to say, johnlightning.com, johnlightning.com. And that's the info for the station. If you click on the link for Boogieman, you'll hear all my archived shows. If you click on the link for John Lightning, you'll hear politics on one side of the spectrum. And if you go into LF Midwood, you'll hear politics way on the other side of the spectrum. So anyway, there's lots of stuff there that needs to be heard. Check it out. We've got one more interview with Jim Richey from the Pozers. He will be at International Pop Overthrow Festival. Let's see if we can make this folder work.
Turn your mind off, baby. We want you now, power of
11L
R&I. The Boogieman.
It's fun.
Yeah, I think we can. Again, I always have to hit the microphone button. I don't do that. This is 11L Radio New York International out of Brooklyn, New York City. And we've got a great band I'd like to introduce you to. The group is called the Pozers, and let's do it. Hey, there we go. Great new music from the Pozers. And I've got Jim Richey on from the Pozers. Jim, are you there?
I am here.
Well, welcome. Welcome back to Radio New York International. It's been a long time.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, thanks for making great music. Now, in your corporate propaganda, okay, that's what each band puts out. I call it corporate propaganda. You call it your media, your liner notes, but in your propaganda it says a cross between Sgt. Pepper, Pet Sounds, and Cheap Trick. That's a hefty load to carry.
Well, I think it can only be classified as corporate if there's money involved, and clearly there's not very much money involved in our side of the house.
Well, it's propaganda, you know.
But it is propaganda. Yeah, I think those are definitely influences of ours. I was born after the Beatles broke up, but they're definitely my favorite band, and obviously got into Beach Boys through the Beatles, you know, experimenting with all of the influences that were around at that time. And then, of course, growing up in the late 70s and 80s, I was into, you know, heavier guitar-based music like Cheap Trick as well. So somewhere between, I guess, the Beatles and Cheap Trick and that type of, those genres are where you'll find the Pozers.
Good music. So you're out of Tyler, Texas. Which is near Dallas, but it's you know all Texas. I hear your Texas accent, you know, it works.
Absolutely.
and your new CD is Cry Baby Bridge.
Yes.
And it's good music, man. It's good music.
Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate all of the support you've given us over the years, and you're a great ally to you know, artists in our genre.
Well, thank you kindly. So, are you a turntable CD person or a digital person? Is the question that I'm asking tonight.
All of the above. I still own a ton of vinyl. Grew up with vinyl. Mm-hmm. That was my sort of mode, and then moved into cassettes when I was at driving age, because we had cassette players in our car. And then, of course, as CDs came out, we moved into the digital realm. And so I never really lost. I still have some cassettes, but I don't play cassettes very often. Mainly CDs or digital. I listen to my music on, you know, if I'm out and about, sometimes I'll listen to it on YouTube or Spotify or Pandora, you know, those forms, but I still have my CD collection and my vinyl, and I always will.
Yeah, for me, it's my CDs. I have shelves and shelves of CDs that I can't how do you say that? Digitalize, right? Anyway, it's been a long day. And I can't do that because I can't say, okay, I'll have these 80 CDs. I have these 90 CDs. I'll pull something off the shelf that I haven't heard in 10 years, and then I'll put it back on the shelf, and maybe I'll get back to it in 10 years. So I like having CDs, and my car has a CD player.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what I miss about the CD or the vinyl, whatever it is. I miss the whole package. I love the artwork. I love being able to kind of open it up and read the credits and read the lyrics and everything that goes into that experience beyond the music. Of course, the music has to be there as a priority, but I do enjoy the other parts that you don't get with the purely digital media. It's just the song and nothing else.
Well, I go the other way now. I mean, I just recently got the Beach Boys Feel Flows, but I got a digital copy. I don't need the book. I don't need the artwork. I don't need the other stuff. I just want the music.
Right.
You know, same thing with the George Harrison or other groups who release these box sets. You know, 50-year anniversary. I just think that I bought it. I own it. I own 3 different versions of it. I'm not going to spend another $129. I just want the music. I don't need the book. I got too much books, too many books on my shelf, I think. You know?
Yeah, I still love books myself, you know, as far as just that media, but I know it's sort of a dying media, if you will, the paper book. But, you know, I guess it all has its place.
You know, what I tell my son these days is don't collect anything. Don't collect anything. It'll fill up shelves. You'll fill up with books and baseball cards and records and CDs and these tchotchkes and other garbage. You don't need to fill up that stuff because I've got way too much of that stuff, like you probably do also.
Absolutely. I have way too many of those items around.
You know, it's and I'm just giving stuff away sometimes. Here, take these books, take these CDs. You know, I'll go through, and I can't. It's hard. I'm really learning to be more digital.
Yes.
But here's the problem for me, at least. I will burn stuff digitally into an MP3 so I can have, I don't know, NRBQ box set on one disc. You know? So if I go for a long 4-hour drive, I got one disc playing, you know.
Sure.
You know,
and I've noticed I've done more of that with my iPhone as well because I can put my playlist together from what I did years ago is I uploaded my CD collection into iTunes.
Okay.
Then I'm able to put playlists together and organize as well one, and then I just, of course, sync that with my phone, and I have my phone everywhere I go, so I have my music collection with me. So that makes it very convenient, to be able to, anywhere you are, be able to put your earphones in and listen to your music.
But you have every record ever recorded, all of your records? No, you don't. You only have 20%, 10% of everything you own, and then you have to I can't deal with updating. I just, if I pull out a Buckingham CD from the 60s, I'll play it, and then it'll sit on my shelf for 15 years, until I play it again.
Absolutely.
I don't. So you've been in this music business for a while. What do you have, like 7 CDs off the top of my head out?
Yeah, it's hard to believe we've been doing it. I think Try Baby Bridge was the 25th anniversary of the Pozers' first CD.
Wow.
And it just sort of caught up with us. You're in your early 20s making music, making records and touring, and then you wake up and you're 25 years later going, where'd the time go?
So you're a well-versed musician, and the other question that I'm asking all the folks tonight for the show, for the International Pop Overthrow Festival. Now, if you could, you know your music now. You're a pretty good musician. You feel comfortable with your music ability now, right?
Sure.
Okay, so if you could go back in time with the knowledge you have today and join a band, okay? Not a band so you can make millions of dollars, but that you think you could fit in with or you would like to have been part of, what band would that have been?
Well, that's a great question because I think you have the obviously the hero worship, the bands you idolize or you put on the shelf that you would say, I'm not putting myself per se in that in that category of talent or ability, but oh my goodness, how great would it be to play with some of the Beatles, just to be around them and play music with them?
Well,
that would be great.
Yeah.
From people who are a little bit more, I guess, around my age, I think it would have been really neat to be involved in Jellyfish. I love those guys, and they were only around for a few years and made 2 really great records. But I think they would have been, Roger and Andy would have been 2 people I would have loved to play with.
I mean, I'm not asking, when I've asked this question, everyone has named a group. One person said, I'd go back into my earlier stages of playing music and redo it again, which I thought was a great response. Again, you're not going to say, well, I'll join Jimi Hendrix Experience and I'll be lead guitarist. Well,
Sure.
You'd be the rhythm guitarist,
Absolutely.
If you
I'd probably be the roadie.
Well, yeah. I've been there and done that. As I like to say, I'm not a musician. I'm a tap drummer. I've got a bad kick leg, and I don't do fills very well. So if you're looking for someone with that mindset or skill set, I'm your guy.
Absolutely. That you may be overqualified.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember as a kid playing Wipeout, da 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 da, with my fingertips, on. I can't play an instrument, unfortunately. I can fool around on the drums, but that's about it. So you're going to be at the International Pop Overthrow Festival. Seems like everyone I'm interviewing is going to be there Thursday, September 16th. But this festival runs from Wednesday, September 15th through Saturday, September 18th. At the Black Box. You've never been to the Black Box in Arlington?
I have not been there, but from what I've seen and heard, it looks really nice.
It's
great stage setup.
Beautiful venue. It's small, it's intimate, and it's made with musicians in mind. You don't have to go up to the third floor lugging your instruments.
That's great. We're really looking forward to being there that night.
It'll be fun. So listen, one more time, where can they find Crybaby Bridge if they like what they hear tonight?
Well, it's pretty much everywhere on the internet that sells music or is involved in music. The entire album, in fact, all of our albums are on iTunes. You can download them there. All of them are available to listen to stream on YouTube if you just want to go there and listen. Spotify, and probably a lot of others, Bandcamp, a lot of others I'm forgetting, but it's out there.
Bandcamp is a good place. Bandcamp.
If you want to email the Pozers at thepozers@gmail.com, we can send you to other avenues for our music.
Okay, Bandcamp I really like. I find most of my music on Bandcamp.
Yes, I love Bandcamp too. We do have our songs on there, but I'm not sure if our entire catalog's on there. I have to go back and look.
Well, get to work. Put it on Bandcamp. Hey, Jim.
I'm going to do that right now.
We're talking with Jim Richey from the Pozers. Now, I did a little research on the Pozers, and there's another group called the Pozers, but they have an S instead of a Z.
Yes, we're definitely Posers with a Z.
Okay, so you guys stand out like Zorro, Posers,
Exactly,
Posers
yeah.
with a Z. Hey, Jim, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you at International Pop Overthrow in Arlington at the Black Box. And we're going to finish up with one song, Goodbye, I'm Gone. Tell me something quick about Goodbye, I'm Gone.
Goodbye, I'm Gone is the first song from Crybaby Bridge that leads us off, and our lead guitar player Kenny Swan wrote that song. It's a really poppy, upbeat tune, and there's also a video on YouTube behind it.
Okay, great. We're going to check it out. Hey, Jim, don't go away. Let's talk for a few seconds more as I play the Posers, Goodbye, I'm Gone. And thank you for joining us here at 11LRNI.
It's where I'm going. Goodbye, goodbye, I'm gone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It's where I'm going. Goodbye, goodbye, I'm gone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It's where I'm going. Goodbye, goodbye, I'm gone. The Boogieman. Sunday sound better with Dave. Online radio.
Hey, I want to thank all my special guests for the International Pop Overthrow Festival for this evening. David Bash, Alan Pecci, Lanny Flowers, Danny Wilkerson, Wade Johnson, John Stevens, Jim Richey from the Pozers. I had fun. We still got another half hour to go. Aaron, I do apologize. Your segment is running late. I can't remember the last time I played your segment in the last half hour. But anyway, you got that for tonight. But more importantly, folks, if you can come down to the festival, please join us. Anyway, I'm the Boogieman. I'm Dave, and I'll be here for another half hour with Aaron's Power Popaholic. But we've got a couple of public service spots for you in a matter of moments.